Ryse of Rome. To me, Ryse is a forgotten Xbox game that deserved more recognition, but sadly flew under the radar for a lot of people. In this video, I will discuss why Ryse is a game worth playing and hopefully persuade you to pick it up and play it yourself. The gameplay you see is from Ryse Gaming HD. I will leave his links below. Setting. Ryse separates itself from many other typical third-person story games. It tackles a setting that isn't seen a lot in many video games of its genre. As per the title, the game is based in Rome during the reign of Nero, which was one of the more interesting periods of the Roman Empire, but a large chunk of the game is actually based in Britannia. I won't spoil why you go there, that'll be up to you to find out. Now, let's get back on track. I really enjoyed the setting of the game and being able to see the differences between the two countries and their respected cities at the same time. This leads me to how flipping beautiful the game is. But before I talk about how beautiful this game is, let me give you a brief history about how it came to be. History. It originally began development in 2006 and was set to release on the Xbox 360 for the Kinect. However, plans changed, they redesigned, and it became a third-person hack and slasher. The game was developed by Crytek and published by Microsoft as a launch exclusive for the Xbox back in 2013. Yes, this game is almost 7 years old. Graphics. Wow, just simply wow. I don't know how the team at Crytek managed to make this game look this amazing on the 2013 Xbox One, the console that was meant for home entertainment, not gaming. But it's simply stunning. Sure, it's not as great as the graphics you would see on the new PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S, but for its time, I say the graphics were ahead of its time. Gameplay. As I stated before, it's a third-person slasher, but it focuses on flow combat, which is being able to take on multiple enemies at once with fluent animations. This is done really well. It makes you feel like a total badass. The fluent combat is nicely complemented by the wide variety of executions. You can do this when you damage enemy to a certain point. A skull with a sword appears. This will activate a quick time event where you can execute the enemy to gain XP or health. On top of that, you can do a double execution, which allows you to perform a brutal execution on 2 enemies at once. But the more you play, the more the combat gets repetitive and the more executions you see over and over again. But don't let that stray you from the fact that this combat system is amazing, and when you string multiple moves together fluently, you just feel like God himself. But at the start of the game, the enemies are pretty cookie cutter. You do get introduced to a few more along your journey. There also is a wave mode where you fight with enemies by yourself or with a friend, but that's probably the least interesting thing about the game. In conclusion, if you still don't want to play this game, well, you're missing out. I know I haven't talked about the game as an expert reviewer, I just wanted to share my thoughts on a game that really showed me how great games can be, even if others don't like them. The game is by far not a perfect masterpiece, but it doesn't need to be in order to tell a story of a soldier and his journey. If you are interested in buying this game, you can pick it up with Xbox Game Pass or buy it from Steam for a measly £8. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. It does mean a lot, and if you would like to see more, please feel free to drop a like and maybe even subscribe. It would greatly help if you guys could tell me what game you want me to talk about next or what type of content you want to see on my channel. I know this video was a bit different from what I'm used to, and I just wanted to talk about Ryse of Rome after replaying it for the 100th time. I think it's a game that people really do need to play, because for me, it changed my outlook and perspective on video games. It was one of my first ever actual games that I sat through and completed 100%, and it's really shaped how I view games today. And I just think everyone needs that game in their life, a game that they can sit down and play and be like, wow, this game is just wow. And Ryse of Rome was that game for me, and it holds a special place in my heart. That's why I wanted to talk about it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day or rest of the year whenever you're watching this. I'll see you in the next one.